Hi YouTube friends, wanted to show you here an experience with telekinesis from a distance. I had done this from my GPS, and this is directly from my application on Android Google Maps, showing 3,000 kilometers, 98 from Mexico to where I was, and I was at the airport at the time. And while a lot of people were on social media and doing all kinds of other things on their phone, I decided to pull up my live Alfred camera with the little pieces of aluminum foils balanced on a paper needle that are sensitive to thoughts and energy. And this is directly from my phone. I had seen Sean McKenna and various other people post things online and talking about moving objects through distances, which really doesn't seem possible when you get into modern science. But then when you study a lot of the ancient science, it just has a lot more to say than that, right? So it really is to me very profound to be able to, focus on a little object and then think which direction for it to go, and then focus on another one and another one, and then be able to create that kind of action accordingly based on your thoughts. And it's pretty exciting to me because it's not so much about the actual end result of the foil moving, it's more about the energy that moves the foil. And I believe that that energy is essentially the essence, the chi, the prana, the magnetism, the power of intention and focus and meditation and concentration and cognitive function that goes into the ideas that we have and plan to create, the life that we plan to create in our lives. It's that same element, I believe, that a focus of intention to where things happen that are very out of the box in a way. And so I suggest if you haven't done so already, look at that video. It's called Superhuman. It's a really fantastic documentary. It's a couple hours long. They go into the details of it too in there, and many more things. This is just one out of like 15 different things they talk about that are really amazing, that we really have as individual beings the potential of creating. And it's really quite amazing because I believe that if you have these kinds of explorations, it really does change you, because you realize that we really are very much connected. You realize that prayer really does have a really powerful impact on what you intend. And so Russell Tarks did a study where he had patients and doctors that were tracking those patients, and then he had somebody that was praying for them an hour a day, and the doctor and the patient were not acknowledged, but their recovery time was significantly faster, significantly greater. And so that goes to show the power of prayer, the power of intention, and it's really very, in a sense, very tangible, and illustrating it here with this particular concept. And I highly recommend to check out guys like Sean McKenna, and to do some research on different areas of study. And in one of my other videos, I do show how you can have books read to you and how to create your own audiobooks to be able to go through a lot of this information faster. As far as being able to do this, I mean, it's really easy. Interesting enough, the effects are the same whether they're actually whether you're in front of the object and say it's inside of a glass, just to that way you can actually see that it's, you know, really you having full control. And when you start out that way, I think it just, you know, it's very clear what's occurring. You know, you know there's nothing else but you. And then later on, after that, I actually said, you know, other people are doing it other ways, and I'm gonna try that too. And so I did. And the first time I remember walking out of my house after I had heard that you can put a camera on the object and walk away from it, I said, you know, I'm gonna try that too now. And so I tried that, and sure enough, I was able to do it. And you know, it feels pretty empowering. You know, one of the workout methods that I have in the morning is to lift my weights and do my stretching and yoga, and while moving the foils at the same time and listening to a book at the same time through audio. And so it feels great. Sometimes I'll have up to 4 screens that I have in front of me when I'm working, and then all of a sudden I have a screen with the foils there, and the second that I look, it turns instantaneously, and you know, I feel just so connected, just so productive, and what I'm doing in certain instances that really do create that level of productivity, if you will, at least to feel that, you know, because your emotional state and your emotional stability are very fundamental in so many ways, and you know, do what makes you feel good, right? Different people do different things. Some people sing, some people do art, really extraordinary. There's all kinds of different things that we all can evolve on, but this is something that, you know, again, it's very tangible, and you can do it in a couple hours probably. You know, in the beginning, I will say it did take me a few days to get it down, and one of the secrets is to have the needle be really sharp, so there's no friction when the little piece of foil moves. So there's other things too that I've seen people move, but this is one of the things that is pretty universal. It's very, very sensitive to energy, and I definitely would say that, you know, try it out. And like I said, one of the things that I like to do is to put also myself in a meditative state and relax, preferably in the lotus position, and be able to really be very connected to my breathing, be able to experience that thought control, and then be able to basically go inside and be able to have that intention to view the world through my third eye while my eyes are closed, and then open my eyes and connect back to that object very intentionally in a high concentration state. And you know, I do believe that's one of the fundamental pieces to healing energy. And so definitely something that again, has changed the way I look at things now. And so I hope that you have enjoyed this information and enjoyed the video, and I encourage you to study energy and its implications that it has on consciousness, and even in our dreams. You know, being awake in your dream that you're dreaming is a very cool experience, and you can even change your dreams. So this is one of just so many things that really takes us deeper into our own level of personal development and evolvement. So I encourage you to do your research and to learn and explore, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. God bless.